Welcome to Mariners Fan Central.
Hello, the M's Nation. Welcome back to Mariners Fan Central. I'm your host, and today I bring you exclusive, in-depth analysis of what's happening behind the scenes with our team in Seattle. We've gained crucial insights directly from Ryan Divish, the Seattle Times beat writer, shedding new light on the front office's strategies for this offseason. If you were expecting a quick trade involving Luis Castillo, it is time to rethink that scenario. The big headline dominating internal conversations is the situation with Luis Castillo. We entered this winter with the perception that La Piedra could be the piece moved to clear payroll. However, sources close to the team indicate a calculation shift within the front office. The logic is cold and data-driven. Castillo's durability is an asset the team perhaps cannot afford to lose. Last year, we saw health scares with Bryce Miller, Brian Wu, and George Kirby. While we have an elite rotation, physical fragility is a real risk. Castillo delivers volume. He is a guarantee of innings. Furthermore, the pitching market has changed. Unlike the scarcity of last year, the current class of free agents offers mid-rotation options, tier 2 and 3, at more affordable prices. This makes Castillo's heavy contract difficult to move without the Mariners having to eat some salary or accept a suboptimal return. The objective analysis here is, unless a desperate team, perhaps the Mets, if they miss on their top targets, makes an irrefutable offer, the Mariners seem inclined to keep their anchor in the rotation. The math of trading quality for savings isn't adding up the way Jerry DiPoto initially imagined. Speaking of savings and market strategies, let's address Jorge Polanco. The narrative that the door was closed on a Polanco return isn't entirely true. There is a patience game in progress. Information indicates that the Mariners are willing to wait for the market to cool down. The front office has already solved part of the equation with the Josh Naylor move, giving them the leverage of not needing to rush. Polanco, for his part, has a strong bond with the team's Latin core, Julio Rodriguez and Castillo himself. He feels comfortable in Seattle. The trend points toward a one-year deal, possibly in the $10 to $12 million range, aimed at rebuilding his value. For the M's, this would be a low-risk, high-reward move, maintaining roster depth without compromising the long-term budget. Continuing our exclusive coverage on Mariners Fan Central, let's focus now on the heart of our defense, the bullpen, and the bright future of our farm system. The strategy for the relief corps this season is surgical. Do not expect the Mariners to enter a bidding war for top-tier names like Devin Williams. The front office's philosophy remains consistent. Trust the Seattle pitching lab. The goal is to identify next-level talent, pitchers with high strikeout rates who perhaps need mechanical or tactical tweaks. The priority is adding 2 high leverage arms to protect Andres Munoz and Matt Brash, avoiding the excessive fatigue we saw at the end of last season. The lesson has been learned. You cannot rely on just 3 elite arms for 162 games. Expect smart signings focused on underlying metrics rather than just famous names. Now, the topic generating the most buzz behind the scenes, Colt Emerson. The question everyone asks me is, does he have a real shot at the opening day roster? The answer, based on our analysis and Divish's observations, is a solid yes. The chances hover around 45%, which is incredibly high for a 20-year-old prospect. Emerson's maturity is frequently compared to Julio Rodriguez's when he came up. He isn't just talented, he has the mindset and intensity of a veteran. The organization is not afraid to promote aggressively if the talent justifies it. Although his minor league numbers aren't explosive on paper, his consistency and rapid adaptation are viewed very favorably. If Emerson has a convincing spring training forcing the front office's hand like J-Rod did. He could very well skip steps and assume a crucial role in the infield. His defense projects well, possibly even at third base if needed. Finally, a quick note on the outfield. The right field situation remains a question mark. Dominic Canzone showed flashes, hitting 300 down the stretch, but his splits and defense are still concerning. The front office seems reluctant to make huge external investments here, preferring to bet on internal evolution or platoon adjustments. The Mariners are operating with surgical caution. Keeping Castillo signals a desire to compete now, while patience with Polanco and the bet on Emerson show an eye on the budget and another on the future. It isn't the spending spree off-season some wanted, but it is a strategy prioritizing sustainability and internal development. And now, I want to know your opinion. Would you keep Luis Castillo for rotation security, or would you try to trade him to bolster the offense at all costs? And do you think Colt Emerson is ready for the big leagues at 20 years old? Leave your comment below. Let's debate seriously. If you want to keep receiving these exclusive, unfiltered analyses, subscribe now to Mariners Fan Central and turn on notifications. Here, the information is for those who understand baseball.